Good morning. It's still morning. It's about 9:49 Eastern Standard Time. I am Pastor Jameliah Gooden. I'm normally on at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am going to be back at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all of those days. But I took this week to recuperate myself. Nicole Morrison, God bless you. Set your notifications and follow your girl, Alicia Carr. It's good to see you. God bless you. How you doing? Tonya Yvette Dobson. Tanya D, that's my girl. God bless you. Tanisha Gunter, God bless you. Andrea Jones, hello to you. I want you to click, I want you to tag, and I need you to share. God bless you all. To each and every person under the sound of my voice, good morning to you, top fan. Sean Woodard is going up the timeline. How you doing? Leary, what's going on? God bless you. How you doing? How Sean, God bless you. Narisha Turner. Up north, how y'all doing? How are you? New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Bronx, Brooklyn, each and every place, every borough. God bless you. Everybody. Faye Clark, God bless you. Up north, I know you guys are getting hit hard. We're praying for you. Seems like another storm is trying to come your way. We're praying for you. God bless you. Talisa Harris, that girl's going up the timeline. Shelly Ann Dixon from Jamaica. Tasha Lady T, I told you I was coming. You were looking for me this morning? Well, I had to take Dylan to work, and I got up this morning and I spent some time with her. God bless you. Shatrina Allen, God bless you. I think you got a dog recently. How are you doing? Beautiful to you. Syereeta Allen. Your name is Rita Allen. That's your name. Because if I can't pronounce your name, you get a nickname. Lucy, God bless you. How you doing? Iris, is good to see you. Yashika, how are you? God bless you. Tonight it goes down, the prophetic prelude, and I want you guys to be there tonight. It is going down. We will be in the building. My husband is sleeping, the great Apostle Fred D. Gooden III. He is the most amazing man in the world. Jarnell M. Frazier. Jarnell, God bless you. How you doing, my brother? T.T. Gray, the Gray family. How you doing? Harriet Hunt. Did you pass your test? The Re-Warrior, Michelle, God bless you. Antoinette, Tangela, God bless you all. If you are on here, it means that you are on time for what thus said the Lord. Tisha, God bless you. Crystal. Name is so nice. She said it 3 times. God bless you all. God bless you all, everyone that is watching. Come on, Diamonds and Pearl, next Saturday live. You're 10 minutes away from Miramar. Yes, I'll be in Miramar. I'll be there very fast to do what thus said the Lord. Evangelist White, God bless you all. Happy 25th birthday, Michelle, to your daughter. In fact, happy birthday to everyone that is me right now. And Fred, that man never ceases to amaze me. I am on live right now. So I want you guys to go with me really quickly, because a lot of people don't understand what I did this morning. What I did is I took a moment. And when I took a moment, what I did is I had to take a moment to pour inside of one of our children. Now, collectively, we have 8 children together. I have 2, and Fred has 6. So collectively, we have 8. And we love each one of them all the same. Blended families do work. But you have to understand those that are acceptable and those that are not. Don't force yourself. They'll come around. And so I thank God that all of us collectively, we have amazing children. Together, collectively, everybody gets along. Everybody. But I want to talk to you specifically about some children that has to take a little bit of time for you to nurture. Even it's your biological children or children that you have come into relationships with, and they need a little bit of time. I need to speak to every parent. Now, if you're a parent and you're going up the timeline, I need you to signify by just giving emoji with a smile. I want to talk to the parents. I want to speak to grandparents, godparents, aunties, uncle, or whoever has stepped in and became that guardian figure. I need to speak to you for a moment. So if you're a parent, just give an emoji with a smile. So since you have done this, listen to me, D. Hampton, bless you. Since you have done this, the people who are going up the timeline that are giving these emojis right now, Renata Hall, what you're saying is you have children, or you know someone with children, grandchildren, aunties, uncles. No matter who you are, these emojis symbolically say that I know someone that has children, even if it's yourself. I want to talk to you about something. Go with me to Luke. Can you do that? I want to tell you something that you've never heard before. Not the way the Lord has given me to tell it. The word of the Lord is saying this. Jesus continued. And there was a man who had 2 sons. 2 sons. So now put your children in this story. Do that. 2 sons he had. The youngest one said to his father, I need you to give me everything that you owe me. So now I want to speak to those children that you are rearing or that you're trying to rear that have a strong sense of entitlement. Let's talk about them for a moment. So this child who had a strong sense of entitlement says, give me what's mine. I need my share of the estate. Now, you may not have an estate, but whatever it is that they feel entitled to, they want it. Meaning they want you to pay their car note. They want you to, someone put their children up there, okay. They want you to take your money and handle their addiction. They want you to stop what you're doing, your hard work, and give them stuff that they are not worthy of and or did not pay for. But because they have a strong sense of entitlement, this is your segment of the message. So here we are. He says, give me what's rightfully mine. You my parent, right? Well, you got a right to take care of me. Okay, now they crying. Okay, y'all crying. Now, okay, I done stepped on some toes, but I guarantee you it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. He said, so what he did is he divided the property between the 2 of them. Now, you've got several children that you're dealing with. You have some children that do what they have to do, and you have some children that ain't going to do what they got to do, period, point blank. Sometimes you have to separate your children based upon their characteristics. You're a good mother. You're a good father. Unfortunately, you have some children that have a strong sense of entitlement that will throw you under the bus and tell you you're not a good parent at all. Okay, watch this. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give the responsible child his share. And the one that's irresponsible, even though I'm a parent and you don't deserve it, I am going to give this to you anyway. Okay, someone said my 11-year-old got me twisted. Now, if y'all got children, you just need to go ahead and put your children's name in the atmosphere because I guarantee you it's going to be really well. Watch this. Not long after that, the youngest son got together all of he had and he set off and he left. He left your house unprepared. She left your house, moved in with a man 15 years older than her. Whatever child right now is being rebellious, this is their segment of the message. And so now what he did is he took all that you decide, I'm going to give you 1 car. Someone said, let me send this segment to all 3 of my children. All right, Sheik Walker. I'm moving out your house because I don't want to follow your rules. I'm moving because I don't believe in your God. I'm moving right now because you got all the answers, but I'm the parent. Whatever segment of the message, this rebellious child set off for a distant country and had enough audacity to squander everything that they had. So now they're broke. They're broke. And so now that they're broke and they're living their life like it's golden, and they ain't thinking about you because now they don't need you. This is their segment of the message. After he spent everything he had, and there became this famine was so great. This famine was so great, it hit the whole country. And then she became very needy. So now this is the needy children segment of the message. After they cuss you out, now they need you right now. And so now that he realizes I need my parent, let me go on back. Not so much. See, what happens in this story is nobody understands that this young child took all that they had. He squandered it, but yet and still, pride was still knocking at their door. So pridefully, he said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to show my parent that I don't need them. I'm going to stay out here a little longer than what they believe. And so what he did is he went and he hired himself out to the citizens of the country. Let me go ahead and get a job because I don't want to live in my mother's house. Because you know that's the way our kids, when they get angry, you're not mother, you're mother. You're not father, you father. So I don't want to go back to my mother or my father's house. And I'm not. So now they fighting with their girlfriend and their boyfriend. And now they ain't getting along. And so, you the best friend. Okay. Now you are. They just cussed you out last night, some of you. And now, so I'm going to go get me a job. Now, finally, you're going to get a job. After I've been trying to tell you, please get a job. So now, they got to go get a job. So now they got to get a job and hire themselves out. And they says, okay, I'm going to give you a job. The man down the block that got a farm needs somebody to feed his pigs. And so with this wealthy, privileged, watch this, not even privileged, a child from a good home, might I add, is now finding himself, okay, Tamika Harris Cortez, she just put it up there. She said her son just talked back to her and asked him to cash app her $150. It don't work that way, son. You can't. Someone said, why are you in my house? Lord, the Lord keep using you. Kenya Thompson, I'm just giving you what thus said the Lord. You can't cuss your parent out and then turn around and expect them. See, this child had a sense of entitlement. You can't cuss. Someone said, that's my daughter. She can't wait till she graduates from her. Okay, now, okay. Someone said, MJ, this is the prophet coming out of you. Okay, Curry, you know you're wrong for that. My girl Curry's on here. I know that God told me to share this with y'all, so this is what I'm doing. I like to sleep at night. I'm obedient. Watch this. You can't cuss your family and your friends out and your guardian and then turn around and ask him for something. All right, so let's do it. He found himself feeding with the pigs. He said, I'm hungry. What's up, Trey? And ain't no way in the world I'm going to eat the pig slop. I'm hungry. Watch this. But now you know better. So basically what he was saying is, I'm in need now. I miss beans, greens, potatoes, ham, turkey, macaroni, and cheese. I miss that good fried bologna sandwich. I'll do anything for a bologna sandwich. Ramen noodles taste good when you ain't got to pay for them and they're in your parents' house. Might I say that, all you college graduates? And now he's saying, I need to fill myself with something because this pig slop ain't working. But nobody gave him not one thing to eat. See, it kills me. You cuss your mother and your father out, and then when you need something to eat, they are the ones that you have an expectation to feed you. You living up in their house, and you won't even put groceries in the house, but yet and still, you expect a meal. Now, these are the grown kids. We ain't talking about the little tiny ones. We talking about grown kids that know they got a job, and they spend all their money up, but they don't give you $20 for gas, but yet and still. Okay, somebody said that part. They ain't giving you nothing. And the good parents that you took for granted, they was giving you at least something, but you didn't take them. All right. Now, this is what happens. This joker was in a position where life allowed him to come to his senses. And so now that he realized, I need the parent that I cussed out. I need the parent that I'm not so nice. I need the prayers of my parent who I said, you like that church better than you like us. Now I need your prayers. Well, hold on. There's a reason why I stay in church. I need you now, Ma. See, God said for me to tell you, oh, something is about to happen. See, the child that act like they don't need you is about to be in a position where they need you. No, you need me. No, don't cry now. Don't cry now. Someone said, preach, MJTT, I got you. Because now the jokers done come to their senses and said, now how many people work for my father or my mother? What's up, AP, the Rewarrior? How many people does he help feed and clothe? And here I am, took my parent for granted. How many children that I know? Okay, now, let me get up out of here. And here I am out here starving to death. And all they try to do is help me become better. Luke 15, where we at. Here I am, high yet again, and they tried to tell me through their life experience, it don't pay to get high, please. Here I am now, I barely got soap to wash my tail, and now my mama and daddy was trying to tell me something, and now the hard lesson called life is now teaching the lesson they was trying to teach me years ago. Oh, now you want to listen now? Okay, here we go. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting ready to get up and go back to my parents' house. Whoa, 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 hold on. I got peace in my valley, and I don't want you. You left. You didn't leave the right way. You got mad. You cussed me out. You slammed my good door. Hold on. Wait a minute. Didn't you call me? Wait, hold on now. See, your children will treat you like, oh, now you need me. It ain't work out now. Hold on. It ain't work out. You done cussed me out. You told me you wouldn't give me nothing, but I see you moved in with your girlfriend. You paying every bill she got, and I'm your mama, I'm your daddy. Hold on. Now, oh, see, God will let folks come to their senses real quick, because this is what's about to happen. God told me to tell you this. Hear me. Okay. Humbly. Everybody put that word up there, please. Humbly. Your child's about to have a serious humbling experience. Keep on praying. Watch that. A hard lesson called life. Thank you, Shania. Listen. I'm going back, and I'm going to say, listen, I'm sorry. See, when he said, Father, I have sinned. Sin means to miss the mark. Yeah, you missed the mark living up in my house. So now you want to say you're sorry? Some parents right now, you're so upset and disappointed at your children, you don't even have the heart to accept an apology. Hear me. I know the vein in which I speak. People saying, Jesus, they cry. Re-worry, they cry. They cry. So now you want me to... Okay, we have to understand it. I'm gonna watch the grandbabies, but you got to come back this time. You can't go and leave the grandkids for 2 weeks and they get mad if I say where they at. They got school in the morning. Humbly, they about to come back. I know the vein in which I speak. Humbly. Okay, people crying right now. See, that's the word I need you to get in your spirit, because God said to wake up and tell you humbly, and they're about to come to their senses. Humbly. See, humbly. See, folks don't get humble. God says, now I've got to humble you. You got to be humble. You understand? And so he came to his senses. He said, I've sinned. I've missed the mark. Not just against you, but against God. And so humbly I come back. I'm not even worthy to be called your son, because life taught me a lesson that I was too hard-headed to learn in your presence, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry. And so he got up. He said, just even treat me like some of the servants, the people, those people at the church that I cussed out. Can I please go to church with you this Sunday? I hope y'all be in church this Sunday. But while he was long off, he saw his father. And the father that he just cussed out. The mother that she just cussed out. The parent that child just cussed out. Saw compassion. You out here living like this. You ain't got to do this. I'm not going to even tell you I told you so. Come here, because I still love you. Even though I'm disappointed, I still love you. Even though I don't agree with you, I still love you. See, sometimes your children will be in a place where they see the compassion that you've always been trying to show them, but because of their pride, they could not receive it. And so humility will now allow them to see the compassion. You're not showing favoritism towards the other children. You lack the understanding that I have compassion for you all. One child happens to be receptive and the other one does not. One is humble and do what they have to do. There is no such thing as favoritism. You just don't understand it. Sometimes you make it a little hard for you. Watch this. Let me be your voice, Mom and Dad, please. Someone, Pastor, you hitting the nail on the head. Donna Benjamin, I got you. Listen to me. Someone said, Pastor, you were in my house last night. Valerie, only God can do that. Listen to me. Come here, son, daughter. He's speaking to your brothers and your sisters. I know y'all want to jump on them, but don't do that. I know y'all want to let them have it. Don't do that. I want y'all, let's handle him with compassion. I'm not having no compassion because they always do that to you, Ma. They always do that to you, Dad. No. I need us to move with compassion because they don't comprehend where they are in life. Hear me? I want you to get a ring. Get the fattest calf. Put it on him. Hold on, wait a minute. Now, how you going to have me do that? So now you're going to treat him better than you treat me? No. You get it. They don't. I'm not showing favoritism. He's been addicted to drugs and you have not. He's been in alcoholism, but he's dealing with suicide and depression. You're not. So collectively as a family, don't divide the house. Let's get an understanding so the house can stand. Simone Neely, she is going to apologize. I know the vein in which I speak. They're going to have a celebration because now this child was out here lost, and now he has been found. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of the word. Read that entire scripture today. The Lord said, the lost and found. We have several sets of children that are in our life, and some children will get it. Other children will not get it. Some children go the straight way. Some children will go the narrow way. No matter which way the pendulum swing concerning your parenting, God says, I've got to step in for a minute. Someone said, you in the vein, baby. Connie Brown, I know the vein in which I speak. As I was bringing my daughter to school this morning to work, I said to her last night, I said, spend the night. Quisha left last week because she was celebrating her birthday. But as I was getting my mind together, the Lord began to speak to me concerning my own personal life. I'm going to be a bit transparent for a moment because I've got to help somebody right now. You have to understand that even in a marriage where there's a mixture of children, each children has their own personality. Some children may or may not understand it, and some people will have a happy family. Fred and I are blessed to have that. I'm not giving you any shade. I'm just giving you our truth. Each of the children get along. We thank God for that. But suppose I told you that you've got to pay attention because there is one child that specifically needs your attention. There is one child that specifically does not get it maybe like the rest of them. There's some children that mature quicker and some of them do not. But God said, I need you to have a little bit patience because you don't understand they're hurting. God, there's some children right now that are going through something. Somebody said, my Lord, my 6-year-old has been giving me the blues. Tanika, Kane, we got you. You have to understand that no matter what age they are, children are going through something. Somebody right now, your children might be going through something because they do not see dad like they used to. Some children right now may be going through something because they may be struggling with something they don't want to deal with you. Some children right now are going through something because they want to wear the finest things. Some children are going through something right now because school has opened up. It did. And you don't even understand that you're trying to help them. But let me help you with something you cannot. I've got to slow down because I want to get this out and I don't want to be offensive to anybody. You are a good parent. You are. You would like your children to say, I'm sorry. You would like your children to say you're a good mother. You gave it when you didn't have it. But even though they're doing this challenge and they're trying to lie on the parents to get likes and stuff like that, there are some parents that actually live the life called the streetwalker. There are some parents, unfortunately, unbeknownst to the child, they're doing things unbeknownst to them to make sure their children have what they need. And so I say publicly, I salute you whether you did it or not. You still decided to do a parent's job. You don't understand this. Listen to me. God is saying, I've got to give them a humbling experience so they will understand what they got. God, there are some children right now that grow up in foster care. There are some children right now that lost a parent. There are some children right now that miss a parent. No matter which way the pendulum is swinging, your child is now dealing with a loss. Loss of divorce not just happened to you, it happened to them too. You've got to understand the loss of a pandemic. I don't know how to function without my parent. God says, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. I've got to allow them to understand your sacrifice. God said, hold on, keep on praying. The lost sheep is about to be found. Most of you under the sound of my voice, you really don't understand. You are doing the best you can given your circumstance. I am not waiting for May and I'm not waiting for June to say Happy Father's Day and Happy Mother's Day. I've got to say this because, okay, they cry. Fred, I know you on here, baby. God bless you. Most people are crying right now. God said to tell you, there is getting ready to be a lost and found experience concerning your child. The child that ran away is about to contact you. The child that wants to have his way, about to come back humble, baby, humble. You stepped in when the parents stepped out. Let me say this because I've got to say this. People said, preach, pastor, preach. I need you to be in church on Sunday. Let me help you. You got to understand that God said, you asked me to humble your child. You asked me in your prayer life to handle your daughter and son. You did not, watch this, give me an order in how I am supposed to do it. Someone said, confirmation, Alex, Ladybug Jones, I got you. Suppose God humbles your child, unbeknownst to you, in a way that only he can, which means some things got to happen. You are doing the best you can, but God said, take your hands off of them and turn them over to me. You've got to understand the lost and found experience, AP, means that you got to take your hands so God could get them in a place, watch this, of finding themselves eating with the pigs. Your child has to find this. Your child, Kimberly, bless you, has to find themselves in an unfortunate circumstance. God. Lisa Harrison said this. She said, unfortunately, it came in the form of prison time for me. I'm reading her comment. This is what her comment said. I did not say that. Some people who are under the sound of my voice, now watch this. I need you all to give emoji hearts right now. I'm going to show y'all something. Give emoji hearts right now. Give emojis hearts right now. Give emojis heart. Lalani, Kiera, hold on. Now, the individual right now who is giving emoji hearts with almost 2,000 people watching, I need you to pay attention to the emoji hearts for a moment. How many children or mothers and fathers or parents on here, your children experienced something hard, but it humbled them? How many people on here, with almost 2,000 people, click tag and share, children experienced something very hard, but it humbled them? Meaning, it was hard, but it helped them. Put an emoji up with a teardrop. If your child experienced something very hard, but it humbled them, put an emoji up with a tear. I want you to see something. I want you to see something. Okay. Now, the emojis changed. It means that there are people on here that can bear witness that my child had to go the hard way, but God had his way. Watch this. The Bible says that what he did is he gave him what he desired. And sometimes you got to turn your children over to God by giving them what they desire. Watch this. I'm not saying go buy them a Mercedes. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying stop trying to teach them because you're trying to reach them. And God says your voice in this season to them is unheard of and muted. He's got to let somebody else step in and be the lesson you've been trying to teach. Let them go. Let them move out. Let them go. Meaning it's going to hurt, but baby, you got to do it. Watch this. You don't think the prodigal son's father knew exactly the personalities of each child in his home? He trusted God and said, take it and go. You've got to understand. Listen, I'm talking to those that are over 18. Those that are not, you need to allow them to see something called boarding school. Watch this. Sometimes you've got to make a decision for them before they turn 18. Okay, y'all crying? Okay. Sometimes, I'm going to say this again. As much as it hurt, you've got to make a decision for them before they turn 18. Watch this. Before the state tells you now you got to deal with that. Watch this. You have to understand that some things you got to allow somebody else to teach your child a lesson that you're just trying to teach them in love. A therapist is on deck. I'm saying get a therapy. I'm going to say this. Y'all not going to like what I'm going to say. I need you to click, tag, and share. Sometimes you have to have a psych eval for your child. The African American community is the only community that I know and I've experienced that won't go somewhere and give their children help. Some of your children has Asperger's. Some of your children has what? Bipolar disorder. Some of your children, you are fighting an IEP when your child is acting out in school and it has nothing to do with your parenting. It's psychological. Sometimes you got to say, I have got to get help. This child is not even 18. There is something going on here. I'm fasting and I'm praying, but I won't take him to therapy. Let him sit with a social worker. Get him some help. I was in child care for years at Newark Public School. And I'm going to say something. School is opening now. And some of y'all saying they just bad. Stop calling them kids bad. They just bad. They're not bad. Some of the kids are not challenged, even sitting in the classroom. This is easy. They're not challenged. So they're acting out. School just started. You up to the school 3 or 4 times and school ain't even get started yet. Some of them are angry at the fact that you let a man move in their house and they feel uncomfortable. Some of them, unfortunately, have been violated. You too busy to sit back and say, okay, what's going on? The Bible said, don't just pray. It said, watch as well as pray. That means you got to watch everything. Let me tell you something. Our kids are good, but I had to take a moment. Excuse me, Call Chronicles. I'll be back by regular time next week. I took a moment to sit with my 23-year-old, get her breakfast, pack her lunch, sit and listen to her, drive her to work just to hear what was going on in her heart. She good. I'm going to say this. Some people, I'm going to say this to you, and I don't care if you unfollow me or not. You care more about the man you sleeping with than you do your child. You care more about the woman you sleeping with than you do your child. You care more about the child that's doing good than the one that ain't doing so great. Have you ever thought there is something there? Someone said, Ashley Dujay, she says, I'm a global educator. Your last name is spelled Dugue. Dugue. She said, I'm a global educator. This is so necessary. Some of you care and put more towards a child that's doing good than the one that ain't doing so bad. Yeah, I realize that child is driving you crazy. You got tears. You walk on the floor at night. But sometimes what you got to do, you have to let them go. Especially if they're at a certain age, you got to say, you can't come back here. Because it's clear, I didn't get you help because I didn't know any better. But now that you're an adult, you have an opportunity to get your own help. And since you won't get help, you can't disrupt my peace. I got to let you go, and I cannot let you back in here. The prodigal son's dad, he did that. The word of God said he gave him what he was kicking and screaming and fighting about. Take it and go. I'm going to trust God. You'll be back. And this time when you come back, you'll be humble. We as parents, someone said, realistically speaking, Harriet, I know the vein in which I speak. Some of you right now, you've got to admit, do a mental health check. You know your child, whether you want to pray, fast, or lay on the floor, do that. Some children are dealing with something that's psychological that ain't got nothing to do with your faith. Sometimes it hurts, but you got to have your child take a psychiatric visit. If your child, I'm saying this, ain't nobody do warfare more than me and my husband. Warfare is what we do. Other churches ain't doing it. I know when children and people are before me and they're demonic, and I know that this is psychiatric. This is a problem. This is more than this. They were born this way. Something. No, I know what's demonic and I know what's not. And some of you faith-based pastors, faith-based believers, faith-based parent, everything is not a demon. My friend Bishop Crockett said, if a pill can fix it, it ain't a demon. I'm going to say it again. If a pill can fix it, it's not a demon. And some of your parenting skills, you need to say, hold on, I'm going to pray, but we're going to get you some medication. I'm going to get you some medication. Your children are driving you crazy and they're not even 18. There's a problem here. Is your children going to therapy? I'm going to ask you, I'm going to challenge you today. Don't buy another wig. Don't get your nails done. Go get your child some help. Pay the therapist. Pay the therapist. Wanda Wallace, bless you. Pay the therapist, because someone said, come on, MJ, you're the realist. I'm a different type of pastor. Me and my husband are not your average pastors. Sorry if you don't like it. Some of you need to say, I'm going to take my child who is 6. I'm going into the guidance counselor's office. I'm going to the teacher, and I'm going to say, I need my child to have a psych eval. There is something going on here. And you're a good parent. Some children, you may not understand. They may be going through something. They may be touched. Not in the head. Somebody may be sexually doing something to them, assaulting them. And you as a parent, you got to pay attention to that. If your children are acting out, pay attention to it. I know you got to work, but you got to be careful who you leave your kids with. I don't even give a dang if the family members are not. And some of you have to pay attention. Some of you just have to pay attention. Pay attention. You pay attention to other things in a sense, and it lets me know as a pastor, as a parent, that you can pay attention to other things. Because I see you drive up to a joker's job that don't take your phone call, and you sit in front of his job at 8 o'clock, and yours open up at 9. Anytime you could put effort into what you want, then you negate what you desire to be a good parent. You got to say this. You got to say, my child is lost out here. You may not like your children's lifestyle. You may not like who they sleeping with, but you sure better love them. You better love them. You have the Bible said, this is my commandment, that you love one another. That includes your parenting style. I'm going to say something. I don't care if your child is gay or not. Love them. Love them, 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 love them. It's your job to love your child. You don't throw your child under the bus because you don't agree with that. You can say whatever you want to say, but everybody deserves to be loved. I might have lost a few followers for saying that, but I'm telling the truth. Kimberly Gavin said, you're deep this morning. I don't mean to be. Love your children. They deserve to be loved. You can say whatever you want to say, but love will let you get your child help. Love will say, I love you enough to help you deal with depression. I love you enough to help you deal with suicidal thoughts. I love you enough to get your health right. I love you. Really? Okay. All right. Let's do it. As I sit here and I speak to you, the Lord brought me back to this phone. This phone has so many things in it that it will blow your mind. Recently, someone sent me a picture of a child who is now a bachelor's in business, graduated from college, that now decides that stripping is a way to make money now. Education is not. So now you have a plethora of young ladies that are educated, and young men too, that decide that I don't need to go to college, but I can make money using my body, OnlyFans, or however it is people deem fast or quick money. So now she wants me to dig in deeper, that how did this young girl make a conscious decision, never mind my business degree, never mind all the years of college, now here I am going to be a dancer. Okay, Lord. Okay, people are crying. I'm not sorry for what I'm saying, because I know the vein in which I speak. If you follow the page, I'm a pastor that deals with mind, body, and soul. So now people are crying. Hear me. I need everybody right now. If you have children, tell your children in this comment section you love them. Put your children's name in the comment section and say you love them. So now I got to dig deeper as to how to navigate helping this beautiful young lady. So now when I dig deeper, I realize in counseling her and her parent that it's deeper than that because daddy is absent. It's deeper than that because mommy has negated responsibility and does not want a relationship with her. So now she's looking, as they say, for love in all the wrong places. So now her attention is now towards the replica of what love could be for me. I just want to be taken care of. Because my parents negated to take... Okay, they're crying. My parents negated to take care of me. This generation right now of young people, unfortunately, are very lost. Because I understand that some grew up as latchkey kids. And you said, well, I did it and I made it. Let them do it. This generation does not have that type of strength. They don't even go outside and play anymore. They don't know what it is to be inside before the street lights come on. So now we're now trying to handle our children the way our parents handle us. And we can't do that. And that's why they're so lost. You may not know what it is to parent in this generation, but you dang on sure better learn how. And some of you right now, you are so heavenly good until you are earthly bound. That means you pray so much, you fast so much, you in the church so much, until you don't even understand how to have a conversation about sex life, drugs, alcohol, what they doing to make them happy, what they doing to make them unhappy, because everything is so religious. There are times, even me being a leader, my husband being a pastor, we got to sit down and we got to hear conversations, whether we like it or not. We got to hear them talk about stuff that we may or may not understand, but they got to know that we're listening ear. Go ahead. My son is 20, living in Miami. He went from Madrid to Miami. He said, Mom, I'm going to Madrid. He's 20 years old. You going to Madrid? Okay, go to Madrid. He went to Madrid, sent me a picture. He on the rooftop. You know, now he's like, I'm living in Miami. I could have said, no, you're too young. No, you're too young. But I did like the prodigal son's father did. I said, go ahead. If this is what you want to do, go ahead. You going to know that mommy and daddy, me and Fred, mommy and daddy, we're here. All 8 of the kids. I think Dewan is over in Tennessee somewhere. You got to know that you got a parent that despite what you're going through, I'm praying, but I'm a listening ear too. And I may not understand that, but help me understand. God is saying, listen, heavenly minded, know what you're good, ain't going to work in your hood right now. Your kids are going through something. Some children are cutters. They just cut. They cut. If you lift up their arm, they wearing all these hoodies. Y'all not paying attention when your kids are wearing hoodies and it's 90-degree weather. Everything is dark. They cutting. And God is saying, y'all not even paying attention. You're not even paying attention. The child's lost. You don't even know. Some of y'all don't even know when your child lost their virginity. You don't even know. You didn't even prepare them for it because you said, be a virgin, be a virgin, be a virgin. When truth be told, all of them not going to take that route. Y'all can cry all day. I'm going to give you the real truth. You on my page. Follow your girl because I'm a pastor, but I'm a realist. Whether you like who they choose to lay down or not, be there to hold them through the pain. My mother did it to us. My mother did it to us. My mother was the most powerful prophet you ever could come across. And I never will forget, I was a young girl. My mother took me to the OBGYN. She sure did. And you remember back in the day, the diaphragm? You know, okay, am I being too personal? No, I'm being transparent. I'm trying to help people. My mother took us and she said, look, I got 3 girls and I got a son. And listen here, you that diaphragm, you going to learn how to protect yourself. And her rule was, I could protect you against babies, but I can't protect you against everything. And so she gave us knowledge. And some of your children, they just need some knowledge. But you too holy to give them the knowledge they need. It's true. God said your lost child is about to be found. Your lost child is about to be found. Your lost child is about to be found. He said to wake up and tell them that their lost children are about to be found. You got children in your house lost. God said, those are the ones that I'm getting ready to get their light bulb going to come off. And they're going to come running to you and say, I'm so sorry. Someone said, I wish my mom would have known this when I was growing up. She probably did, but did not give you the knowledge. Hear me? I am telling you, God said, you sit down today and you let your children talk. Don't even ask them no questions. I don't care how hard it is. You listen to them. I don't care if you don't like it or not. Listen to them. Don't say nothing. Just listen and pay attention. Don't be a holy roller. Do you know that Jesus sat down with the disciples? Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife? They had regular conversations with Jesus. And he said, hold on, let me answer your conversation. He was speaking to them in their language. Let's talk. But you said, well, the Bible said, the Bible said, and the Bible said, the Bible said. We all know what the Bible said. But right now, I'm going to give you that. But I'm also give you this too. Because truth of the matter is, when they're up against problems, situations, and circumstances, the reality is they're not going to remember a scripture. They're going to remember mom and dad loves me. Yeah, baba, saka. They're going to realize that. Michelle said it. She says, I'm sowing for my kids. If y'all knew some of the testimonies of the people who are around me that have done this and they have saved their children from God knows what, I will wait for them to tell their testimony. I am saying right now, hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Michelle, we have 8 children among us. My 6. Bill 2. Dylan, Hunter, Diak, Dewan, Lil Fred, Chanel, Quisha, Lisi. 8. So 17 for all of them, Michelle. Every last one of them. Dylan, Hunter, Dewan, Diak, Lil Fred, Quisha, Lisi, Chanel. All 8 of them, 17 for. Because I need God to move mightily in their life. So for yours too, Michelle. Everybody that has a child, just sow for them. I believe in it. This is how I made it out of a lot of situations. God made sure that my kid had. When my daughter came in and she said, Mommy, a car missed me. When my son was over in New York and they was slinging knives at him and his friend said, your mother is a pastor because ain't no way in the world you could have got away from them hurling knives at you. You got 4 guys hurling knives at one kid and he walked away without a scratch. So I seen God do it. This is a pastor that is seeing the power of God. I can't talk about what your pastor is doing, but I seen God move mightily in my children's life. Mightily. Mightily. Even if your kids, thank you, Teresa, Beverly, even if it comes out harsh, and even if it comes out in anger, let your kids talk. You're an adult. Take it. Take it. Take it. I don't care how bad it was. Give it to me. I'm an adult. I'll take it. Tell me I'm a bad parent. Tell me whatever you want to. It's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna take it. Did I hurt you? I didn't protect you? Okay, that's my fault. Take it. You know why? Because if you take it, they won't have to wear it, and then they could make it a little bit better. You're an adult. You're grown. You're supposed to handle things differently than your kids. God said to tell you that lost child is about to be found. I love you. I thank God my wife knows how to cover. I do, honey. And you do too. That's why you my boo-boo stink. And I'm on my way home. We get ready to go and have us some breakfast, sweetheart. I love you guys. God bless you. www.carchronicles.org. I promise you, this does work. All the disciples, Job did it. And even though his kids, it didn't end well for him, God gave him back then some and more than he ever did. Moses did it. Abraham did it. Trust me, Abraham used to make an atonement for his children. Child, you don't understand that God said that lost child is going to be found. They're coming back. I promise you. I promise you they are. Kim McNear. You have 2 children. I know you and Andre have 2 children, but it's your son that God is showing me. He's very smart. I want you to understand this, Kim. I want you to start at the age of 11 to start applying for scholarships, because there's a young boy who is 13 years old that is starting Georgia Tech at the age of 13. He's that smart. Your child, your son, is that smart. He's that smart until you have to be prepared for his education, because that's how far he's going. He has to be prepared. I have not seen him lately, but the picture that I'm seeing him and the Lord is showing me in the spiritual realm is that it was when he had a mohawk, because the Lord is showing me him that when he had a mohawk, he began to talk to you concerning what he wanted to be in that time. And so now what he wants to be has been heightened. And so all around him, and even as I talk to him, I see this young lady named Angela Young. Her daughter is a biochemist, and she's 19. So around your son, I'm seeing children that I know personally that are brilliant. And so he's in the middle, and he is around him. All of these brilliant children that I know personally is in there. Okay. Someone said, yes, I saw his story. So that's what your child is getting ready to deal with. So you got to prepare, because that's what's getting ready to hit him. It's going to hit him where he's going to have all types of colleges coming at him young before he gets 16. They're going to come fast. All right. God bless y'all. Take care. Sunday, be a guest, bring a guest. And tonight, be at the prophetic prelude. All right, Fred, I'm on my way.